Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Get Yourself Bingoing 2. And we're here with our third place match for Hollow Knight. Really excited to see how Serpent and Joshua managed to do today. Um, you guys want to take it away here?
Mhm. So we will be your hosts for today. I am Alpha. My co-commentator is Kron. Say hi, Kron.
Hello, welcome.
Yeah.
All right, so
Okay.
we are in. And yeah, so like you said, let me mute the stream. I'm hearing myself and I hate it. Looking at Dream Nail goals first, we have, what do we even have?
We have
Um,
basically nothing. Glowing Room Green
Grim,
Child.
Grim Child
That's about
and
it.
Dream Trees. That is
Uh,
about it for Dream Nail. Not a very likely thing that we're going to be getting.
yeah,
On the
I
other
don't
hand,
expect anybody to get Dreamnail
yeah,
anytime
definitely
soon.
not a thing we're looking at early. Things that we can look at are like dive. We have quick slash. False Sniper Moloch is kind of dive,
Yeah,
depending on what you
kind
want to
of.
do early. Goem Garpy journal entry, Fluke Hermit, and that's it for dive. So not a lot of dive either on this board.
Yep.
Um, I think it's
However,
kind of yeah.
C Dash
See
is
that? We have Mimics, Myla, Heavy Blow, Steady Body. Um, what else? Three Charm Notches. I
sure. Let's count it.
think that's
Uh,
just about all the like exact ones.
Roll 2 is extremely fast, but also extremely blockable. At first
Yeah,
glance, I thought it was gonna be way worse than it actually is. Yeah, that's blockable. I will note, King's Queen's middle square.
yeah. Center Square being King's Queen is definitely something. Um,
Do you
and
think either of them will remember to and think to skip Shaman Stone and buy uh, King's Egg
um,
immediately?
I'm not sure. It's definitely something that like you think about later, but definitely with newer to bingo, you definitely don't think about it too much. But I'd like to say that we can potentially see it. Um,
It's a possibility, definitely.
yeah.
I know I have talked to Serpin about this. She knows. Well, I don't know if she knows. She has heard of it as a
Mhm.
possibility or an option. Whether
Yeah.
she will rush C dash for Myla Heavy Blow Steady Body or if she will contest Queen's Kings is a completely different question. I don't know. I'm not even sure which one is better.
Yeah, because if you do get the skip shaman early, it does also allow you to purchase steady body early, and also still afford it with most geo routing. Um, so that could be a
Mhm.
nice thing to do. Get a heavy blow as opposed to kill Myla if you're not getting the stag uh, first. Um, but yeah, we have also interesting bottom left goals. We have Watchcloth Die and Shade Cloak. Um,
Oh, yeah, that's actually a good question. What are some Shade Code Shade Cloak goals on here? Like, what are the
I
really
think
bad
it's
goals?
just those two. Those two are the only Shade Cloak ones. We have God Tuner, which is pretty bad.
Yeah,
Uh,
the hard save definitely does not help.
20 grubs, kind of just a thing that you not necessarily would like to go, like, forcefully go for, but if it kind of comes up, like, 20 grubs just
Yeah,
kind of happens sometimes. Especially with, we have the 6 grubs from Green Path Fungal.
true. Yep. Also, 2 grubs, or the all grubs Green Path Fungal and Spore Shroom Boulder Shell Thorns is
Yeah.
kind of good.
Yeah.
This might actually be a good reason to go lever route. Like, you
Yeah.
want the speed to King's Queens, plus you want access to the grub, and it's just faster. I like this. I think lever route is probably best here.
Yeah, I do like Lever Route with getting Bouncy Grub potentially, and just also you can just wait till later when you go for Spore Shroom and Spore Shroom Grub.
I wouldn't even get Bouncy Grub, to be honest. I would just open the lever.
Yeah.
You're probably going to Spore Shroom anyway. It's like 1 room off of that. It's
Mhm.
not a big detour after dash.
Yeah, we are only looking at like 4-second difference here from either side. Both Serp and Joshua picking up the first corner for location.
That is good.
And one thing we didn't think about, it seems that we kind of want Green Path Stag, but there's definitely some merit to not getting it with this early Geo that we need. But stuff like you can go from cliffs into Boulder Shell and through with the thorns, and
Yes.
get the grubs that way. So it'd be interesting to see if either team does pick up team or 1v1.
If either player picks it up,
If either
yes.
player gets it, yeah.
I will note, I would argue that 3 extra notches is also a C-dash goal because of Isma steer into the Fog Canyon notch.
Yeah, I did bring that one up when we were
So-
talking about C-dash ones.
If I were to split this board into 1 person goes Alyssa route and 1 person rushes C-dash, the split would probably look roughly like this, in my opinion.
Yeah. I don't know about false snipe reading Malik, but
Yeah, I mean, then goals like these would probably get contested by both
yeah,
players, and
I think the 3-3 is a pretty relatively good split with these other ones being a toss up. It depends on who wants to go for it.
I would agree. And then after having gone your respective routes, you would contest the green goals and see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done messing with the replay board.
But yeah, still not a huge difference. Serp did lose a little bit of time entering Green Path, so we are just around. We did trade about 4 seconds in the opposite direction, and there's nothing necessarily that you need Vengefly King for. So it's up to the
Just
player.
Geo.
Yeah, if they want this Geo here. Looks like Joshua is getting it, and looks like
So is
Serp will
CERPIN.
also be going for it.
Yeah, hands are essentially completely even at this point. They're slightly trading back and forth, but that's normal. This is not a speedrun, this is a marathon, so
Yep.
you don't get to reset and get everything correct.
So we're getting Moss Knights from both sides.
That's also completely unsurprising to me. I actually completely agree with it as well. Given
getting hit
that
once,
you need...
Joshua had a very clean one.
Yep. I assume nobody is getting the stag, because I don't see much of a reason to.
We do have the Thorns Boulder, like I said, so it's not crazy thing to. It's not a crazy thing to get it.
Yeah, it's not bad. I don't think I would be going for it necessarily, but it's definitely not bad.
Yeah, looks like we got Joshua opening it, and Serpent skipped it.
And just to be clear on why I'm saying I wouldn't necessarily be going for it, yes, we have the 2 green path goals, but to be honest, I care more about the time save and the geo to be able to afford kings queens early, which could be a huge difference if both of them are going for it.
Yeah.
That's mainly why I'm saying I wouldn't necessarily buy green path stack.
Yeah, it's basically trading a for Thornspalter and Spore later down the road, because it is faster to do it with Green Path Stag than without.
Exactly.
So yeah, Serp a little bit ahead with skipping the Stag, but both getting pretty good fights, and we'll be seeing what route they take through Fungal Wastes.
Yes, this is going to be the interesting part. Are either of them going to sit at Leg Eater? And if not, are either of them going to be climbing out of Claw and going lever out? Both of these are options that would be very interesting. I will note, Herb currently has enough geo to manage immediate kings if she skips Shaman Stone.
Yes, that is true.
Even without going for ogres, and she's skipping the bench. Okay.
Okay. So this is probably lever route.
I would expect so, yes. And Joshua is benching. This is... If nothing bad happens to either player, this is bad for Joshua. He's just going to be straight up behind and copying.
Something to think about, though, is that Serp did skip this Charm Notch, so this will be problematic later, if it does come to it.
Yes, that Charm Notch. This play, Lever Out, does somewhat give up 3 Charm Notches, but I personally don't think that's a focus in any way right now.
Just something to think about later if
Yes,
any line rush doesn't work out.
exactly.
It's kind of a majority play that you want this Charm Notch, but...
Exactly, even for majority, regardless of...
Yeah.
We are probably not getting Bretta's Diary, right?
I'd assume that we
player,
are.
I hope.
I think it's pretty bad. Ooh, getting these Georocks. Interesting.
Did we forget about... I think she just forgot about, Grosmom Geo.
Yeah. That is potential.
Yeah, happens. It's minimal time loss. It effectively does not matter. And he is not getting Bretta's Diary. That's good.
That is good. And yeah, both players getting pretty clean.
Joshua's grabbing...
Pogo and Mantis Pogo.
He's not.
Yeah, we're going up for this journal, I believe, at the minimum.
I thought we were going for Bretta, but why are we going for... Am I missing? Okay, well, 5k is a goal.
Yeah, 5k is on the board. Sure. It is a kind of like decent way to block row 2 if we think that we're losing to C dash, which is a reasonable thought. And also, if he can push column 1, then that is pretty good if we can get that.
CERPIN remembered the Cornifer interaction, which is good.
Yep. And Joshua picking up this Charm Notch, CERPIN picking up the Sporg Seal, and both of them are making their way towards Queen Station.
We do have Howling Wraiths on this board. I am hoping neither player goes for that. Actually, I will correct myself. I'm hoping Joshua goes for it, because otherwise he is just losing to Kings, Queens, and while CERPIN is my mentee and I would like her to win if possible, I don't want this to be a 2 seconds behind to every goal chase fest. That's not fun to watch for anyone. Or to play, for that matter.
Yeah, CERPIN getting Wellick. Not getting it now does make me think that we're not. No, that we might be buying Shaman Stone. We weren't necessarily thinking about it, but I think with the amount of geo we have, that we do still want the Stag. So
Did I miscount Geo?
No,
Okay,
we
wait.
still have enough. Yeah, we're getting 50. We're getting 50.
Okay, wait. I feel like I'm crazy. How much is King Stag?
300.
Okay, good. I'm not misremembering. For
Yeah.
whatever reason I thought for a moment it was 400. I'm thinking of Hidden Stag.
And yeah, Serpent just a little bit ahead with going lever route over getting Shroomlogers, but not very far behind. Joshua's about like 30 seconds behind here.
Exactly. Okay, there we go. Serp
And yeah,
skipped Shaman Stone.
yeah, skipping Shaman Stone, definitely going to be getting Kings Queens.
We do not have stream delay here. I don't want to comscurse this.
Oh no,
I think
Comsker, Serpent died!
it's technically possible to have a meltdown in like bottom row or something. I have died there before. It's not fun.
And pretty decent cleanup from Joshua while Serpent makes her way through Blue Lake.
And Joshua is buying Shaman Stone. I assume this is Shaman Stone.
Yep. I'd also be happy with
He is not
the
buying
steady
Shaman Stone.
body.
Oh, I think he realized he can skip and get early kings if he like kills bottom row or something, but he's gonna get. I don't even want to say sniped. Serpent is like
I'm
30
not.
seconds ahead.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about Shaman Stone on this board. There's realistically only like 4 things on the board that Shaman Stone is really going to be useful for, with like the late goals with Watchcloth, Die Shade Cloak, and then also Watcher Knights, and like I don't even know another goal. I do not think Shaman Stone is realistically needed on this board.
Yeah, that's also true.
I don't think being behind here is too bad. But we will see King's center square marked here from Serpin, and we'll see how Joshua wants to react to that.
Exactly. The problem now is, if Serpin just keeps going, gets C-dash, heavy blow, steady body, you have an insane fork, and suddenly everything is a problem.
That is kind of a bad position to be in.
Honestly, if I'm Joshua here, I might start thinking about trying to do Howling Raids into False Night Brooding Moloch to pressure column 2 so that I don't have to chase and have at least some pressure myself.
Yeah.
I think a lot of this is going to come down to Joshua recognizing that he's behind and choosing to go for things like Kedge Cornifer for the Cornifer location, Howling Raids, False Night Brooding Moloch, Bretta's Diary.
I did Serp what?
Is a very good question.
He gave up about like 15 seconds warping there, which is interesting. Didn't seem to be for any specific reason.
I guess I can theorize that she forgot she already got kings, got G-House to buy kings, warped back, and realized that it was already marked. I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not too bad.
Yeah, this is still completely fine.
Yeah. Joshua is going to have like 4,000 Geo after he sells, just about, I think.
Oh? Ooh, wrong side damage tank. Unfortunate.
Oof.
Got hit to the right on the second damage tank. We're also on 2 HP, so it's probably better to not do left side as well. I would agree. Healing on the elevator is very good.
If Joshua can make up this time with a left or right side to rafters here.
Almost got Valley Pogo. Unfortunate.
Oof, so close.
Yeah. Same I guess you'd call it a mistake, as with right side rafters, was too far right, and the Rava didn't go the correct way, so she was just too far away, even though she did have the height.
And Joshua also missing either
Left
rafters.
side rafters, yes.
And we'll see what we're doing with this money on search side.
Dartmouth, I assume Lantern into peak.
Yeah.
I don't see much else of an objective you can have at this point. I mean, obviously you could do other stuff, but I don't necessarily think that's a good idea, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Alright. And yeah, Joshua has just about 4k, just under 4k total. And we're going to see a similar thing with the Lantern going into peak.
Yeah, I don't think this is good for Joshua. I don't think you should be chasing this.
I think if we want, I think we could have gotten the goal if we skipped Wellick potentially, made back some of that time. But
yeah, you could maybe sometimes win to C-dash, but I wouldn't. I think it's safer to not even try.
Joshua's strength is in any percent route movement, so I think Joshua can make up a decent bit of this time in peak. So can maybe potentially contest these C-dash goals and not lose to all of them.
I wouldn't even be trying to contest the C-dash goals in the first place. I mean, what C-dash goals are you contesting? Kill Mila is lost. Heavy blow steady body, sure, maybe you could contest that, but if you try and contest heavy blow steady body instead of everything else, now suddenly you don't have what would be essentially guaranteed marks on any two of False Night Brooding Moloch, Howling Wraiths, Green Path Fungal Grubs, Thorns of Agony Balder Shell, 5 Cornifer locations, Bretta's Diary. Like, I just don't think getting C-dash here instead of line pressure as counterplay is good. Like, it's not awful. Don't get me wrong. You get C-dash, you're faster everywhere. It's not an immediately losing play. I would just prefer to focus on line pressure, because otherwise you're gonna get overwhelmed with line pressure, and there is not much you can do at that point.
Yeah. Start making her way to C-dash, and both of them had very clean peak so far.
Yes, CERPIN with a very nice underplat, and Joshua is going to be entering the gauntlet in about 5 seconds. CERPIN has Sea Heart. I assume we go to Milo immediately into Heavy Blow Steady Body, probably. No, we are going somewhere else.
Is a little bit of trouble thinking about what she wants to do. Is in this idols potentially? No.
Yes, I assume she was interested in idols, and then she realized kill Mila. That's what I think is happening. One of SERP's biggest weaknesses at the moment, that I would say, is indecision. Like, she can generally go for basically any goal here and it's fine. The only thing she shouldn't be doing is wasting time.
And Joshua not getting sniped on Mila, not going for it. Looks like this will be Green Path or Green Path Grubs plus potentially Thorns Balder.
Yes, potentially even climbing into cliffs for the idol. That's an option if you're already in Boulder Shell. It's like 20 seconds, 25.
And Serp
Serpent is
going.
going for Howling Raids. Ooh, this is dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be a problem. Wait, how did she get up there after killing the guy?
There's a wall on the right.
Today I learned.
We're doing QGA.
Or
It's QGA to Wraiths for reasons.
I do not claim to understand QGA here.
Hopefully Joshua doesn't take too many more hits in getting through this, but getting
Hopefully.
the kill on the boulder, picking up boulder shell, and warping, and probably going to pick up thorns plus the other green path grubs.
Okay, Serpin is going to Dirt Myth. Which probably heavy blow steady body, I'm hoping. No, it's Cliffs. For Cornifer interaction, King's Idol? Question mark?
Yeah, that is the only two things that we have in.
You can't get Grimchild without Dream Nails, so
Yeah.
that's not a thing. I guess I don't hate it.
We're getting a charm for 3 charm modules.
I'm quite surprised that none of them is going for Wraiths, False Knight, Brooding Moloch, Bretta's Diary, Heavy Blow, Steady Body, and whatever else early game goals there are. Like, there are so many early goals on this board that any of them could be marking. I'm wondering why we're going everywhere but those goals. I mean, Joshua is grabbing the green path goals, which is... sure, it's reasonable. I'm not gonna complain about that.
I think if Joshua can turn Green Path Grubs, get this corner for interaction by the Green Path Grub, and get both these goals, and then go sell to get 5k, I think he's in a relatively decent position on line pressure, as long as we get a block on in other spots.
I mean, to be fair, column 3 is already a reasonable amount of pressure. 20 grubs is not a good goal. You do not want to be forced into that. Glowing Room Grimchild requires Dream Nail, which is otherwise effectively useless. And
I'm relatively fine with 20 grubs blocking if we're getting these 6.
yes, that is fair. But it's still this like long gamble type deal, which you generally don't want to be dealing with if possible.
And this is looking up for Joshua, where Serpin is going for Boulder Shell here, a little following in his footsteps a little bit. So we'll see.
I'm curious what the plan is after all of this.
Did you see Joshua get the Cornifer interaction? I did not notice.
I did not catch that.
Yeah.
Oh. Kedge for the last Cornifer interaction?
Gift card.
I would not be surprised. Serpin knows that that's an available Cornifer interaction that's also very fast.
Going up. This is idle.
Yeah, this is... Honestly, I don't hate idols for the diagonal, but why are we not marking Heavy Blow Steady Body first?
We don't know.
Wait, here's a different question. Did Serpin pick up Shopkeep?
I honestly don't think so.
That would explain
That would be a good point.
Yeah. I think I recall seeing her pick it up, but I'm not 100% sure now.
And we'll see if Joshua. Yep, Joshua's going to finish off these grubs and charms. And we'll see if he wants to follow into Deep Nest after finishing his off, potentially for Weaver's Song, maybe Mimics, and the Hot Spring.
Oh, true, we have Hot Spring as well.
Alright, getting this corner
That's
for
number 3,
interaction.
if I'm seeing correctly.
Yeah, this is 3 from Joshua. So we are going to get a 4th from Deep Nest. And
we
can
warped out of the
see-
King's... Sorry, we warped out of the King's Idol without opening the shortcut for Serp. That's
Yeah.
not optimal, but also, like, not the worst thing. Okay, we are
Again.
at last grub, and at... Oh no, we do not
Oh,
have
we did not
bouncy
get
grub.
bouncy grub. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Okay, and Serp is, I think, going to sell the 3 idols that we got. And Joshua is warping out of the charms.
I certainly
He's
don't
trying to
hate
figure
selling.
out. Yeah, I think he's trying to figure out which way to go to bouncy grub.
He did not go lever out, so he has to go all the way around, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Is that faster from Queens or from Dirtmouth?
It's from Crossroads.
Oh, true. If you disregard Crossroads, which one is faster?
I want to say Dirtmouth, but I could be wrong.
Okay. Then my intuition is at least not completely wrong. And we are going... where for Serpin? I mean, this could be Steady Body.
This Charm Notch plus Steady Body at the least, I think.
That sounds like a reasonable play at this point. There is Steady Body. Nice, good. Common Stone probably just for the Charm Notch if I had to guess. Yep.
Yep. And getting one of the Charm Notches.
Yeah, never hurts.
And we'll see.
Even if you don't get the Charm Notch's goal.
This is to Dirtmouth. I think this is potentially going to be Heavy Blow as long as we have Key.
Yes, I would hope so. This is a pretty good timing in the sense that Joshua is already here. He can go rescue Breda now.
Yeah, I'd like getting Breda after this grub.
That's... I would almost call that necessary. I mean,
Yeah.
one, it gives you column 5 pressure, which you desperately need at this point. We are warping out.
That is not great.
Suboptimal.
Yeah, I don't know what we're trying to do. Going to Queens again.
Wraiths? No.
I think it's potentially Mimics. Yeah, it's gonna be Mimics.
Sure. I don't necessarily hate it.
Looks like that might be potentially what Serp is going for as well.
I definitely would not hate that either.
Yeah.
Although, I would definitely prefer for Serp to be going for Yup, going right to Breda into False Knight Brooding Moloch. This can be a line win. She has the 5k.
Definitely it can be.
Which way is faster for Breda if you're coming from Lever? Is it through Mantis Village or Safari?
I've been told Safari. I think it's very close.
Yeah, that sounds basically the same, to be honest. And yes, Joshua is grabbing Mimics, which is not bad to block the diagonal.
I think not getting... Like, I think if we get Bretta's Diary, we're in a reasonable position. But skipping it is pretty
Honestly,
much... Yeah.
at this point, I think you don't even block. Like, if I'm playing as Joshua, I don't think I block with Mimics. I just pretend like I'm too slow to block with Mimics, expect to block with Shade Cloak and try to somehow prep row 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is rescuing Greta from Serp, and we're gonna
We
have
are on
to
1.
read the
Okay, we
diary.
are not on 1 HP. We died to the Mimic. That's very unfortunate. It was the last Mimic as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is gonna
Yeah.
be Bretta's diary 5k, and it's just gonna be finishing off Falcinating Brooding Moloch. Yeah, Joshua's. It's a hard position. It's
Yeah,
hard
not
after
much you
losing
can do,
Goose.
unfortunately.
Serp going to
Moloch, I assume.
prep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I personally would have preferred to clear Diary and 5k first so that it's a clean race and
Yeah.
there is no way that those get sniped. But this is not the worst thing. I mean, she can't know that there is absolutely no way for Joshua to get Sven 5k at this point. Bretta's Diary is also pretty far away, so if Serpin had perfect knowledge, this is probably the optimal play actually. With the knowledge she has, I would have preferred 5k and Diary first.
Yeah. But yeah, it is not very far from over.
Yeah, we spend 5k now, grab the Diary, stack the Crossroads, and it's GG.
Yeah. Deciding what to buy.
That's...
And yeah, 5k is marked. And Bretta's
so is Bretta's Diary,
marked.
and now we go to...
And it's just false night time.
Yes, it's False Night and we win. And by we, I mean Serp.
He's your mentee. You got a part of it.
Sure, we win. I will take it.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I don't mind either player's play in this game.
Yeah, I think the only a lot of it comes down to being more decisive on what you want to do.
That was
Is what
going
I
to be
think
my
is
exact
the
feedback.
yeah. A lot of not knowing exactly what we wanted to do at any given time is probably what we a lot of these mistakes could be boiled down to.
Yeah, I would agree. I think this game would have been a lot would have turned out a lot differently if both players recognized, okay, there is a bunch of early game goals that we need to be contesting for.
Yeah. Yeah. Very shortly getting GG.
Yep, GG.
That is it. Very, very quick match.
Yeah, this is an extremely short match. I hope we did not catch Taiga and Skitter too off guard with this.
Yeah.
That they will suddenly need to be
both of them will be ready.
they will suddenly need to
Hopefully
be
both of them
playing.
will be ready. Both of them are in chat, so both of them are in chat. Welcome in.
Hi.
So it'll be fine. Yes, I see.
Welcome in.
So it'll be fine.
GGs.
Hello, players.
Not really, but I appreciate it.
You played pretty well up until Mimics. I think everything everything that you did was pretty much reasonable. Like you made a few decision making issues, but that was same on Serp's side. Serp had a few times where she had started to go towards a goal, warped back, did stuff like that. It's definitely a newer portion of bingo and thought process that you have to be in to do stuff like this. Do stuff for goals.
Exactly. And I will say, Joshua, the original plan you had, which was basically the exact same as Serpin, was actually pretty good. I would essentially agree with it. You mainly just got outsped to kings, queens.
Yeah,
Mainly because
I almost... Yeah, sorry, go on.
mainly because Serpin did not get Shaman Stone and got Kings immediately, and she also did Lever Out, so she was just ahead by like 20-ish seconds, even if you played your out perfectly.
Yeah, I almost didn't bother going for that, but I decided I would try at least.
Yeah, I think the one of the bigger things was when you were going towards the last fungal grub. I know you saw 4 mimics as a dangerous thing. Getting Bretta's Diary for that row 2 block in that position is very strong, along with finishing off your Green Path Fungal Grubs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I just thought I was going to get lined like immediately, and I just didn't want that. Oh my god, I tried.
Mhm.
So close.
Ah,
Anyway,
unfortunate. Very nice asset skip though.
yeah, that's the easy bit.
I got you hit an
No.
acid skip? I didn't. Wait, I did.
The second part you would do, you would have the part down where you can't go down that thing because the explodey things are blocking it. You would just inventory drop through that and dash through the other ones.
Oh, really?
You take 2 damage. You take 2 damage, but you get through it, and the charm not heals you anyway, even if you don't warp out.
Wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, I practiced that like once or twice. I was trying to be able to do it, but I'm sad now.
Yeah,
Anyway,
for most people, the acid skip is far harder than the actual room after that.
yeah, I kind of just tried to. Anyway, sorry, that's kind of off topic. I just wanted to get that because I thought I could.
Question.
Trying to prove to myself that I'm not completely terrible.
Question for Serp. What the
Yes.
hell was that QGA? Why are we going into QG?
I saw Howling Wraiths and I didn't know what to do, and I was thinking.
You know,
There were too many options, so I just kind of like,
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean,
if-
you picked some really good goals. Like I had absolutely no clue what I was doing. I had no plan. I was just just like let's just do something. And then like
Yeah.
you just started like putting line pressure all over the place. I was just like, I'm
Okay.
too
you
slow to
listen
deal with
back.
this.
You did have the money to buy Heavy Blow Steady Body after
Oh
you
yeah,
were
I
through with
just
Peak. Both people actually did, which was surprising that it did not get marked until much later.
Yes.
I just have no clue how much money
Did I have the money for
exists.
that?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you had a lot of money
Isn't that
left
like
over.
520 or something?
It's 470
470.
for both, and you had like 1,000 leaving Peak.
Oh, I guess that's probably true. I did get all the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you listen back to the comms, basically the entire feedback boils down to both of you need to be more decisive, pick whatever, and just go for it. I
Well, that's
listed
what
out a
That's
bunch
fair.
of goals on this board: False Night Brooding Moloch, Heavy Blow Steady Body, Bretta's Diary, Howling Wraiths, Green Path Grubs, and Fungal Grubs, Thorns of Agony, Bother Shell's Portion, and there are probably a few more. Pick any of these, go for it, and you're probably good.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was trying to do. Like I was doing Thorns of Agony, Boulder Shell Sporshroom,
Yeah.
and Grubs, and then like I was gonna get Bretta's Diary, and then the Charm Notch with the charms, and then like I was hoping to get Steady Body and pick up Shamans at the same time. But yeah, that was probably too. Like I was probably thinking too
I-
far ahead almost, because like I was
I
just
think
hoping
that
I
all
wouldn't
of
lose any
that
of those.
was. I think it was very well thought through. Like I think if you did what you thought you wanted to do, I think you are in a much better position. Like you are already at Sporshroom, going down, killing those mimics, then getting your Cornifer interaction in Deep Nest is you are in a very good spot after
Yeah.
that.
My original plan, I was thinking about going down into Deep Nest from there, and then I kind of just like bench warped on instinct, and I was like, oh, I guess we're doing something else now.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Cornifer interactions, Serpin, reminder, Kedge Cornifer. You were on 4
Oh, I
going into
literally
catch for
even
the
thought of
idol.
it.
Yeah.
How many
But I
places
forgot.
did you
Oops.
go? Like I feel like I feel like it sounds like you've been to everywhere on the map, and I've just like been to like 2 places. It's like, oh, remember when you did QGA and also went to Kedge and then also did like how much of the map did you cover?
Oh, I started going into places and then I just realized, oops, I messed up, like with QGA, and then I just I'll pivot to something else that I can actually do today. And yeah,
Yeah, one of the ones
oops.
that you forgot, Joshua, was the one in Green Path right by the grub. There's a corner
Yeah,
for
I know,
interaction
I
there.
know, I know. I was
Oh,
yeah, I remember that later. Yeah, I would have had 5 with that and then Deep Nest. I should have done that. Yeah,
I
I was
think if sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say this game was basically the exact opposite problem to the last game, where there's just like way too many choices, and I just got overwhelmed, and I had no idea what to do. I was just like, there's about 8 million different like possible options, and I hate choice, so too much.
Yeah, I think both players played very well. I think if both of you want to continue the bingy, I think like just getting more decisive is gonna go a long way. I think you can both I think you both have very well mechanical skills and could be a force to be reckoned with in the next bingy tournament that we hold in the bingo server.
I
If
agree.
that is
I
something that
think
you want to do.
if you both decide to pursue bingo as a casual hobby, by the time we get to the next tournament, both of you will be forces to be reckoned with.
Well, I mean, look, I got a combined 4 goals across 2 games. I wouldn't go that far.
And they were your first 2 lockout games that you ever played.
Yeah, but still, you know, it's not exactly peak performance. But I appreciate the compliment.
There is something about the format that is just extremely like anxiety inducing.
It
Oh, it
definitely,
is.
it definitely does. It gets very nerve wracking when you're playing. Uh, but yeah, being able to keep those nerves under check is a skill.
So did you? Sorry, I think you said this, but my like the route that I was going for is not actually bad. Did you say? Because I assumed it was completely terrible.
No, it was
No, it's
actually
completely
very
fine.
good. Yeah, yeah. No,
I was just
if
going off of
you
vibes.
if
I
you
mean,
had gone and got like 5K with the amount of money you got early game, if you had finished off your fungal grub green path grubs, stuff like that, like just finishing goals is how you get goals on the board. And I think that being able to recognize that the goals that you can and can't do uh is very big.
Exactly.
yeah. I was
Your
just kind of
position is
worried
very
that
strong.
I was being a bit like sporadic, whereas like Serp had like a actual line that she was going for, and I was like, oh, yeah, that line's pretty good. I need to do something about that. Um, Yeah, I didn't really have like a line I was going for. Is kind of what I mean.
You don't even need to necessarily have a line. Like you can play like as like if you are getting goals on the board, like that is one of the ways to win. Like there's a reason we have majority as a win condition, um, because going for lines is not necessarily the best play. Um, so yeah, if you can block the lines and just get goals on the board, like that is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing to add. What Kron said.
Was there anything else from our restreamer that we had, or from either player towards each other?
Well, I will say, there's nothing else here. You know, we have one more match coming right on up. Stick around. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break. And then when you come back, we should be good to get right into the final round, the winner's match of Taiga versus Skitter. So don't go anywhere, because you're really not going to want to miss this.
I agree. Bingy.